Hey guys, Midnight Strike here, providing you with your weekly verses. So today we're going to talk about a much anticipated topic, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. So before I get into that, I want to say that Music Slayer HQ, little shout out for you there, he made a video detailing on the Xbox One versus the PlayStation 4, I believe last week, and he actually raises some pretty good points on both sides. So does a pretty good analysis. So I will be linking his video in the description, as well as user Alpha Omega Sin. Huge fan of the guy, really awesome guy, down to earth. He's not afraid to tell you what he thinks, and he made a video today that could not be more well timed, because I was about to do this Xbox One PlayStation 4 thing, and I was planning on doing it for about a week now. So his video could not be more well timed because it's what basically told me and got me in the know about the Xbox foregoing all these policies about used games and region lock and stuff like that. So as of right now, as of today, June 19th, 2013, they are not going to be restricting the sale of used games. So this is a huge win for gamers. So like I said, my only worry though, my only gripe is that you have to download a patch. That's right, you get the console and then you have to go and download a patch. So if you didn't have internet, you're pretty much fucked to begin with. So you have to download a patch, and then it will allow you to buy used games. Region lock is just broken. It's unlocked, I guess, if you want to go the pun route. But my only worry is I actually share Alpha Omega Sin's worries on this one, is that if they patched it up, can't they unpatch it? Can't they ease gamers back into these policies that they were trying to push on us once everyone already has their Xbox? I mean, these are some really good points. These raise some really great questions. Will they do this? And knowing EA, knowing Microsoft, knowing these companies, these money-grubbing companies, even on the 360 they're money grubbers. I mean, charging Microsoft points and making it so that you have to buy an uneven number. Auto-renewal. Shit like that. Just makes it so that I just don't want to get an Xbox One or an Xbox. I don't even know. I'm just going to call it an Xbox from here on out because I don't want to call it an Xbox One. So anyways, PlayStation 4, though, it was unveiled in February, and an ongoing rumor at the time was that it was going to be called PlayStation Orbis, and that it was going to restrict the sale of used games and basically impose a fee if you wanted to unlock it. So, lo and behold, they're not going to do that. They said, straight from the get-go, we're not going to do that. And they put out the specs, they put out everything but the console, which would have been the most important part. We did not get to see what the console looked like until E3 just last week. So that was a bit of a letdown. We saw the controller. The controller looked pretty sweet. It actually has like a little share button right in the... I only have an Xbox controller in here. My PS3's out there. I was playing The Last of Us on the big screen. So, but yeah, you get my point though. There's a share button and an options button. So rest in peace, start and select. So that's really the only thing that's going to be weird getting used to. But then again, you have the PlayStation button in the center to pause, so I mean, that shouldn't really be a big deal. It was basically monotonous or, redundant to have two pause buttons. So that really doesn't concern me as much as, say, some of the Xbox policies, but they put their specs right out there. They were very transparent with what they were trying to accomplish, what they were trying to achieve, and they always have been. So yeah, I admit that I am a huge Sony fan, just in general, but I also do like, Microsoft for their Windows computers. Not too big of a fan of Windows 8, but that's getting off topic. So, Xbox 360, pretty sweet system. I actually have one. I actually got the 360 before I got the PlayStation 3, so, price was right. It's pretty good system, pretty good controller, and pretty good deal. So, but the Xbox One, when it was launched... yeah, I'm getting a PS4. Remember that, guys? My video, Xbox One in less than 10 seconds. It detailed on that. It didn't really have to go into detail because it was basically just like a fuck you to gamers. That's basically what Microsoft is saying right now with the Xbox One. And they even said some really funny things, TV, sports, Call of Duty, blah, 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 fucking blah. It's like, all they did was announce third-party titles that would be multi-platform. When you're trying to sell your console, don't talk about Call of Duty. Talk about Halo. Well, they did talk about a TV series, but talk about games. Like that trailer for Halo 5, You know, I don't know if it was a trailer for Halo 5 or a trailer for the TV series, but if it was indeed for Halo 5, they should have shown it at launch. They should have shown it at the unveil event. That's what they should have done. Instead, we get a Skype box. So that will, up until this point, we thought would restrict the sale of used games. So, naturally, myself included and the rest of the internet were in an uproar. We could not believe that Microsoft was trying to pull this shit. It wasn't even the region lock that really got me. It was the sale of used games, the restricting of the sale of used games. And there was another thing, always online. No, you don't have to be online. You can play for an hour. Yeah, a fucking hour. Do you know how short an hour is in gamer time? For me, 3 hours is about ample. 3. That's you know, not including save times, load times, turning on the console, you know, going upstairs, talking with friends, stuff like that. When I hang out with friends and game, I don't want to just sit there for an hour, you know? But Microsoft, micro dollar sign oft, you know, they had to have it their way, and they would defend it to the death. They even had Don Matrick say, "Fortunately, we have a device." It was in a really condescending way. "Fortunately, we have a device called the Xbox 360. It's like, well, yeah. How about you make a new device called the Xbox? No, not the called the Xbox, the next Xbox, you know? But it's just ridiculous how bad this unveil event was. And E3 wasn't any better. They actually had to cover their own asses afterwards. It's just like, Microsoft, just please stop talking. I feel so bad for you right now. And the games. The games is another thing. Okay. On one hand, we have Infamous Second Son. And on the other, we have Rise of Rome, Forza 5, Killer Instinct. But the thing with Killer Instinct is you to my knowledge, you only get one character, one free character, and the rest are pay to use. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go pop back in Melee, you know, or Brawl, or something like that, that doesn't make you pay for the fucking characters, you know? It's just like, Microsoft, get your head out of your ass. I'm sorry to be blunt, but get your head out of your ass. You're just alienating, you're alienating your former fans, your former Xbox fans. You know, it might as well just be a Skype box now. So, because they mentioned Skype on TV, but you know what, that might actually be kind of cool though, having, you know, Skype on TV. But the fact is, hook up your laptop, HDMI cord, there you go, Skype on TV. So yeah, there were tons of memes, tons of controversies. I even made a meme called Xbox One ... rust in peace. So, you know, that being said, Xbox basically is known for being the laughingstock right now of the console race. So, PlayStation 4, on the other hand, has tons of exclusives, tons of games, tons of replay value, and it doesn't restrict the sale of used games. Another thing with the Xbox, though, is the pack-in connect, and that was another concern for gamers, is, are they being monitored? Are they being watched by the government? Or even by Anonymous? Anonymous hacked into PlayStation 3. What do you think they're going to do with Xbox One? Because, or Xbox. What do you think they're going to do with Xbox? Because everyone hates it. Anonymous are notorious for hacking into shit that does people wrong. So they're gonna hack into this. They could potentially have access to millions of homes, you know, and that's kind of a scary thought. Anyone who wants to hack into something like that would have an ample opportunity to do so, much like a laptop. So, you know, and the fact that it's always on really doesn't make any sense. But, you know, what I say to that, I guess, now that I think about it, is unplug the goddamn system. Unplug it every single night when you're done with it, or just after you're done gaming. So, to all you Xbox One owners, to all you future Xbox owners, unplug your system after gaming. So I know some of you will be buying this system, but unplug it. So, you know, overall, I pre-ordered a PlayStation 4. So I put $100 down on it, and I'm saving up so that I can put another $100 down on it and slowly pay it off. You know what? If this whole thing goes through with the Xbox One, where they're not going to be implementing all these strategies, all these policies, and all these restrictions and crap, then I might actually consider getting one. Slim to none, though. Chances are very, very, very slim. But maybe in a few years down the road. Now, I'm not saying I'm just going to rush in day one, grab an Xbox. No. I'm going to wait. Just like I did with the PlayStation 3, just like I did with the 360. The only system that I'm going to be getting at launch is PlayStation 4. So, from a specs side, these two systems are actually virtually identical with the exception of a few graphical standpoints. I believe PlayStation 4 has more shaders, I believe. I'm not much of a specs guy. I don't really know much about it, but I'm going off of what I've heard and what I've seen. So it has more outputs. I believe you can use it on a standard definition TV, whereas on the Xbox you can't. So I believe that's what it said. So I can post links and everything, but yeah, that being said though, the PlayStation 4 has, I believe, a little bit more space too, or it has the same amount of space. I'm sorry, it has the same amount of space. However, with the Xbox One's mandatory installation, it will fill up a lot faster than your PlayStation 4 will. So, PlayStation 4 is pretty much done deal, automatic win for me. Excluding the fact that Sony is one of my favorite companies for gaming, and just for anything. So, where did it go? Yeah. Yep. I even have a music player for Sony. So what's really ironic, is that a Sony? No, it's a Toshiba TV. Never mind. I was looking at my TV down there. If you guys have seen my gaming setup, I got a big old box TV, so it's a Toshiba. I had an older Sony one though, and what was really ironic is that I was playing a 360 on a Sony TV. So go figure. But yeah, PlayStation 4 in the bag. It easily wins this one for me. So what do you guys think though? If, most people are probably going to say PlayStation 4, though, with the internet in the current state that it is in. But what do you guys think? PlayStation 4 or Xbox? So, thank you very much for watching. This is Midnight Strike 3625. Comment down below with your opinion. Keep calm and rock on.